left over, guys.
Yeah, Jen didn't tell you. We were originally going to do the floor in the new he shed, she shed. We were going to do that concrete. Floor.
Because we were going to do like the sugar shack and stuff in there, but we changed the plans a little. You guys will see that coming soon. Don't worry.
I think it's going to be a change for the better. So now we have all this extra concrete. We had 6,000 pounds total. We used 4 for the main dry pour concrete in front of the cabin. If you haven't seen that video, check it out.
Yep.
And then we've done, this is going to be the third little dry pour project we've done with the extra concrete.
Yep, but it's good. It's needed.
Making our life way better.
Less dirty.
Life's getting pretty fancy around here. All right, guys, so we're going to do our dry pour step right here next to the cabin. So Scout and I are going to show you.
Scout's going to show you how big of a cabin is. He's so ridiculous.
We have a 12.5-inch step here. So 12.5 inches is, you know, not undoable, but comfortable step is, I think, is what, like 7.5 inches. So we're going to put a step here, and we're going to dry pour this step and try it out. We've never done this before. I don't think it has been done or shown being done on YouTube before, so let's figure it out and see if we can get it to go.
I went on YouTube because I wanted to see if it had been done.
Yep.
I didn't see it anywhere because I was curious how we would do it. So you guys are learning with us. This is a how to learn with us video.
And hopefully it'll turn out okay. So let's go get some forms cut. Come over here and we'll figure this out together.
Yep, we're all gonna learn together today, guys.
All right.
What are you doing?
So all right, guys, so in order to make our forms, we need a thicker board to go on the outside edges of the step that are going to butt up to the existing concrete slab. And then on the front, it's going to sit on the slab. So this is our 2x8 that we're using. That's 7.5 inches thick. So or 7.25. So we're gonna have a 7.25 inch step high. But the 2x10, that's 9 inches, is going to be overlapping and butting up to the sides of the concrete on the back and right and left.
So now we got our form built.
As you can see, it's 2x10s on the side and the back. And then we have a 2x8 that's going to sit on top of the concrete in the front. That way it's all nice and flush on the top where we step, but we can hold the concrete in on the sides and back.
Where the existing concrete already is.
Yep, this should work pretty good.
Okay.
We'll just try to do we'll try to make sure we do a good job of when we put the dry pour concrete in there to pack it down a little bit so it doesn't sift or sink or settle, you know, anything like that. So, all right, let's take it over there and see if it fits. I'm proud of you too.
All right, guys. So when we did this,
No. You don't get to
I'm
take charge
explaining.
here. No, you don't.
Jay left a little garden area here last time when we did the last dry pour. And we put some pretty flowers there. Got some lavender and some daisies and some cone flowers. But I don't want these flowers to get destroyed by the concrete. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna cover them up with some towels. Jay thinks I'm a dork, but I'm just protecting my investments.
You are a dork. That's why it's funny.
So let's cover these babies up.
I didn't really think it needed a 5-minute explanation, but just wanted to call you a dork.
That's okay.
What you doing?
Protecting my flowers from the concrete. I was going to do a plastic bag because that was what my brain thought, and he basically told me it'd fry him to death. So
Yeah, I think the plastic would.
So a blanket or a towel people put over if it's like going to be frost out. So
There you go.
Good for a short bit.
So if it's going to frost out, you can cover your plants with a sheet, or if you're going to dry pour concrete.
And you don't want your plants to get destroyed.
Did that rhyme? If it's going to frost, cover them with a sheet.
No.
Or if you're going to dry pour concrete. It rhymes. It's like I'm a rapper. Anyway, let's get some concrete over here.
Sorry guys, if you are new to this channel and you are watching this video for the first time, we are very much winging it type of channel. We don't always necessarily, we have a plan. It doesn't always just go to what we want it to.
And we're not cool. So if you're looking for cool people, go somewhere else.
We're just normal folk trying to live our dream and have fun while doing it.
Yep.
So hopefully you can join us and have fun with us. We love having new people, so we hope if you are watching for your first time that you follow us along.
Hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, and let's get this job done.
Yes.
Alright guys, so we have our form in place. The board in the front is sitting on the concrete. The boards on the side are hugging the sides of the dry pour concrete slab that's already here. And then on the back, we had planned on going and hugging the side of the concrete as well. But we actually swapped this board with a board the same size as the front, a 2x8. And it's sitting up a little bit higher and sitting right on the concrete slab. So there's going to be a tiny little lip on the back that we're never going to see. But it'll hold the concrete in real good for us, so we get a nice clean look. If you're going to pour on top of dry pour concrete or concrete that is pre-existing, I would clean it. We just did this a week or two ago, so there's no like long-term dirt on top of it or algae or anything like that. It's very clean and rough still.
clean this all off before we soak it that way. That's not on there, right?
Yep. Alright guys, so you just saw us take the 2x4, shimmy it back and forth, and screen the top and make sure it's nice and smooth. Now it's time to edge it. If you want it to look nice, we have this edger. This is going to put a little bit of a bevel or rounded edge on the outside edge. No, go away. Like, don't chase a fly into the concrete and mess it all up.
You do the screening part, you want to make sure you have an extra person with you.
Yep.
And you're both doing equal pressure and pushing down on it.
Yep.
So that way it pushing down and forward.
Yep, just shimmy it back and forth. And then, like I said, we're going to edge it here, make it look nice, and then roll it with the concrete roller or the paint roller.
So it's nice and smooth.
Has a good texture to it, and then we'll start getting it wet.
Yep, and like we said earlier, this one, since it's thick, we're probably going to be soaking it for like 7 to 8 hours instead of 6.
Yep. There we go. So guys, I have the step edged so it looks pretty. Now Jen's gonna
take this super fancy, super expensive tool, aka a paint roller,
and smooth her out.
Yep, you just lightly brush it over and it will make it nice and smooth.
Let's do it.
And then we can wet it down.
Nice long strokes. The shorter strokes you do, the more lines are going to be in it. Just like painting. You can go back and forth a bunch, but then when you're, to kind of level it out, and then once you're done, there we go. Good work, lady.
You too. Teamwork.
All right, guys. We have the concrete step in, the form's in, the concrete's in. We tapped it down pretty good. We smoothed it out. We edged it. Jen paint rolled it and made it nice and smooth.
Now we're going to start watering it.
All right, guys, Jen is going to go turn on our pump so it can drain or suck water out of our rain catchment tanks, our IBC totes. I'm going to barely turn this on to a mist. If you have like a more modern nozzle, spray nozzle, and it has a mist setting, use that. We want to just barely turn it to a darker gray the first 2 hits. And you hit it every hour for 6 hours traditionally with a thinner dry pour, but we're doing twice the thickness, so we're going to just hit this all night until we go to bed. Every hour. But we have to harden it up the surface the first couple times.
Yeah, especially because previously I've always put it on the ground so it can soak up some moisture from the ground. Yep. But since it's on another slab of concrete, it's not going to be soaking up any, so we need to make sure And
we don't want to overwater it because we don't want it to run out underneath either, so we have to be careful. So go ahead and go kick on the power.
All right, sounds good.
Huh?
I said so wet, but I'm like...
So there's our mist, guys. Like really fine. So let's get the step wet. Don't dribble on it either with the hose. There we go. Just barely change the color of it, to the dark color. Make sure it's all covered evenly and you're good. It's a small little spot, so it's only takes a few seconds in this case.
So it is 4:45. So we will be doing this every hour
Till midnight or more.
Till at least midnight. Every 1 hour.
Yep. And like I said, after the first 2 hits, we can hit it pretty good. Hit it a little more heavily. But because it's not going to soak into sand underneath, if it goes all the way through, we don't want to hit it too far because we don't want it to run out.
So this is going to be a little bit of a learning process for everybody involved.
Yeah. And we're going to just kind of chill out here tonight for a little bit while we hit it every hour. So it's a beautiful night. We've worked hard all day, so we're excited to have this step here now.
It'll make it a little bit safer to step up and down.
Yep. So stick with us, guys. We'll show you the finished product at the end of the video, okay?
We'll show you every hour we'll show you a pour, or every hour we'll show you a spray.
Yep.
All right, guys, it's been an hour. Time for spray number 2.
Round 2. All right.
That was our second light mist. When we do our next one in an hour, it will be heavier, more shower-like. And we will do that throughout the whole evening, every hour. We are 2 hours after our initial mist. So that means we are doing a heavy shower this time, and for longer. So
We're gonna watch it soak in a little bit.
Let's get that done here.
Let it soak in for like 30 seconds.
I'll do that after you do this. Alright guys, we are on to spray number 4 here. So it's going to be another heavy shower. We're going to spray it, let it soak for a few seconds, spray it, let it soak for a few seconds, spray it heavy, let it soak for a few seconds. We're going to do that a few times for this 4th spray and continue on. All right, you're on to spray 5. Spray it good and heavy again. We're just going to keep on spraying it while we're out here tonight. We're having a fire and we're just going to spray it every hour.
You puppy stay in there. You were just outside. Hey, good morning, everybody. Jen and I, it's the next day. Yesterday we did a concrete step and dumped 6 to 8 bags of concrete in there, and we've been spraying it all last night. So next morning we sprayed it a couple times, and it's looking really good. Step's looking really good, eh?
Yep, we're excited to show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Probably take the stuff off maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, it's really thick. It's 7 1/4 inches thick, so it's twice as thick as our traditional sidewalks and slabs that we've done in the past. So we're gonna give it a lot of extra time. We might just wait a few days.
Yeah.
And then we'll put the final result at the end of this video. But yeah.
We're excited about it.
It looks really nice.
We hope we can teach you how to do a step well. We hope the step turns out well for us, and then you can know how to do a step also.
And it's not just a fail video, right?
Right.
If we fail, we fail. It is what it is.
We'll show it to you and show you what not to do, because that's how we operate here.
Yep. And yeah, so we're gonna go do some other projects, but wait for the end of this video and see how this turned out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I got lucky. Whoa.
Stuff in the grain store definitely has a lot of
Rocks in it.
rocks in it, but we're gonna fix that.
So what do you think? Here's the old dry pour, you know, a couple months old now, and here's the new step. Does it look solid?
I think it's pretty solid. What do you think? It's pretty exciting.
We're very happy with it, and guess what?
We only used
7 bags.
7 or 8 bags at $3 a piece, so that's $24.
And it's solid as a rock and not hollow, and it fits right in. It matches our dry pour slab perfectly.
Yep, so we're pretty excited about it.
And now you know how to do a dry pour step. These are day-long projects. I mean, all of the other slabs you guys saw in other videos, those took a couple hours. This only took a couple hours. So if you've been wanting a slab somewhere around your house, a nice simple little slab, try this out. It's inexpensive, it's fast. Why wait for years and years to do something or find a different solution? This works great.
Yes.
So thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
And if you're new here for the first time watching us, be sure to hit that subscribe button.
We do a lot of fun projects around here, all DIY, and you see it how it is.
Yep, we do budget-friendly, real-life kind of projects that, you know,
anybody could do.
Are relatable.
Yes. So we're not rich people, so we make it work on a budget. We make everything work, right?
Yep, we take our time with a lot of stuff. We find good deals, but we share it with you all the time, and we try to keep stuff real and have fun. Thanks for hanging out. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right. Best wishes, guys. So thanks for hanging out with us, y'all, and we're not using that. You say it all the time, so now I'm saying it.